Hi there, and welcome to your Wellness Wednesday. You're here with Chelsea Murray from chelseamurraycoaching.com, and I am so excited to be here with you this week. So I hope you guys have had an amazing week, and let me know that you're here with me. I want to know who's watching. Let me know where you're watching this from. I know there are people, I'm here in Kelowna, BC. I know there are people here who typically are watching from Ontario. I got lots of family out there. Also in Europe. I so appreciate all your guys' feedback and your comments and all your support. So let me know that you're here and let me know where you're watching this from. So this week's hot topic is all about boosting your confidence. So before I dive into the 3 tips that I want to share with you, I want to know, what do you think confidence feels and means to you? Confidence, every time I ask this question to whether it's a client or if it's a friend or a family or someone who's coming to me for advice, somehow we get talking about confidence, and every time I ask someone, what does confidence really mean to you? Everyone comes back with a very different, unique approach. So what does it mean to you? Please feel free to list your comment about what it means to you down below. I love just reading other people's opinions and views. It really helps us open up our mind and to see things in a different way. So over the years of working really closely with a lot of women one-on-one and, talking about confidence, because, it's funny how we never really see confidence as a factor that holds us back in, achieving the goals and the desires and the dreams that we have for ourselves. But at the end of the day, confidence, what it really comes down to is your belief and your trust that you have in yourself and your worthiness. When you think of it, when you tell someone, I have all the confidence in the world that you will accomplish that. I have all the confidence in the world that you will ace that exam. What you're saying is I trust and I believe in you. I know you can do this. So, our trust factor and our belief within ourselves is a huge part of feeling confident of who we are, the journey that we're on, and really believing that we will achieve the things that we want for ourselves and allowing ourselves to achieve those things. And then once we dive a little bit deeper, and I always ask everyone, that's how you see confidence as an outwards thing, towards other people, but how do you really see it towards yourself? And it always comes down to a sense of worthiness. When it comes down to losing weight or when it comes down to achieving a work goal, it always comes down to how worthy do you feel of allowing yourself to achieve this goal. So the 3 tips that I'm going to share with you today, each one is going to hit each one of these different areas: your trust factor, your belief, as well as your worthiness. So the first one here is how to cultivate that belief factor within you. So at this point, you want to rewire your mindset. You need to upgrade your mindset, because at some point you have a belief system within you that is telling you that it's not achievable. And that is why your confidence is feeling a little bit shaky in, the goal that you want. So as an example, let's say you so badly want to work your way up on the scale at the job that you're at. Let's say you work, just as an example, at a car dealership and you're a car salesman, and you want to become, you want a promo, you want a raise, and you want to work your way up the ladder. And for a fact, you trust in yourself that you have the ability to get the task done and to accomplish those tasks. You know that you're worthy of it because you trust in your ability to create, to do a great job. But for some reason, you just don't believe that you'll actually make your way up there. You don't actually believe that you will get the position. So in this case, your lack of belief in in the entire situation is what's blocking you. And at that point, it's lowering your entire confidence factor in being able to achieve the goal in that sense that you want. So in this case, you need to rewire your mindset. There's no better way to rewire your mindset than writing it out. I remember years ago, I was in a really funky place. I was in a relationship that wasn't so good for me. And at that time in my life, I was really closed off. And when I was breaking my way out of the relationship, I decided that, I wanted to be a different person. I wanted to be different. I didn't want to be closed off. I didn't want to be, I didn't want to be shutting out the world anymore. I wanted to be outgoing. I wanted to be open. I wanted to be loving towards other people. I didn't want to be angry and aggressive in that state of mind. I just wanted to change my ways. So, journaling it out, writing it out every single day for a period of time, writing out, that I want to inspire people, writing out that I want to motivate people, writing out that I want to be open, writing out, in my journal that I want to be loving, doing all these things. Later, to a certain point, I actually started believing that I was all of these things. And that was the hugest factor. It was so funny because, the moment that you feel it, that's all that matters. You don't need to know that other people see you in that light. I mean, if they do, awesome. But all that matters is, yes, Chris, at one point I was so angry. But all that matters is that you believe it in yourself. And it's funny because about a year after doing this journaling, and just writing in my journal that I wanted, just writing out that I am so creative, writing out that I am so brilliant, that I create amazing work in the world, that I do inspire people, and that I do motivate people. About a year later, I took the Marie Forleo B School business program, and there was a task where she had us, ask 20 people in our life, how they saw us. They had to give us, and just 3 words that said, how do they see us? And at this point, I just messaged, my coworkers, I messaged friends and family members. If you had to describe me in 3 words, what would these words be? And it was funny because sure enough, it was everything that I wrote out that I wanted to see. All the things I wanted to believe that I was, they all felt that I also was. Because after a period of time of writing it out and telling myself that I was these things, I actually became these things. So if what's holding you back is your belief factor, change your belief. And there's, like I said, there's no more powerful way to change it than to write it out. I mean, on an ongoing daily basis, tell yourself, catch yourself when you're holding yourself back with your thoughts, turn it around and tell yourself that it is not true and change that belief. Only you have the ability to do that. So tip number 1 is changing your belief factor and journaling it out. Tip number 2 is your trust factor. So let's say that, you have gone to school, let's say you're a health coach or you're a nutritionist or whatever your schooling is, and you believe that this is your path. You believe that, you have the talent within you. You believe that this is your path to accomplish all the goals and dreams and desires that you want for yourself. And you know that you are enough, but somehow you just don't trust in your ability in delivering this content. I see this all the time with graduates, right when they're fresh out of school, they haven't started coaching yet, or as nutritionists, you know all the education, you know that you're worthy of, charging someone for your services, but you lack the trust factor within you. You lack the trust factor that you will do an amazing job and that they will transform. So in this case, the best way to exercise your trust factor is to push through those fears, because at the end of the day, those fears are nothing but a belief system that you've ingrained in the back of your mind. No one thinks no one thinks this way of you or sees these things, and if they do, it's only because you've put that out there and the universe is mirroring it back to you. So change, you got to change that belief factor, write it out and push through your fears, because I promise you, by just doing it, you will remind yourself how much powerful you are. You're going to realize that you can trust yourself with every decision and in every moment of your life. I guarantee you. And when you do it, it's instant. I've had so many people say, Chelsea, I want to make videos. I don't know how to do it. It's like, yes, you know how to do it. You just have to do it. You just don't trust in your ability. I mean, when I first started these, I was so terrified. For like my first 50 videos, I had to take off my socks and just let all the heat in my body cool down because I was so nervous. I was so anxious. And the only way to do it and to prove to yourself and to break through that trust factor is just to show yourself that you can do it. That's basically the only way out. I mean, you can journal about it all you want. I love journaling. Definitely, it's an amazing tool for changing your belief. But if you're terrified, you just have to do it. That's the only way it's actually going to change. And it's the only way you're actually going to grow from it. So the third tip is how to exercise your worthiness. So let's say you are in this relationship. You found this amazing partner. You trust that you've made the right decision, that this is the right person for you. You believe in your core that you guys are on the same page, that you guys are going to grow together, you guys are going to create this beautiful life together. But deep in your core, you just don't feel worthy of this relationship. At some point of your life, it could have been possibly, growing up, watching maybe one of your parents give another one of your siblings more attention or affection, and it made you feel like you were unworthy. Or maybe in high school, or, even later in life, someone dumped you, or maybe, you were just left at some point feeling like because you didn't get what you wanted, you weren't deserving of it, and you were no longer worthy of it. These are all just beliefs that you've created in your mind. That's all it is. And all it takes is reminding yourself that yes, you are worthy. I see this all the time in relationships. And like I said, you're at a place where you trust your decision that it is the right person, you believe in each other, however, you just don't feel that you're worthy. And because you don't feel that you're worthy, you have a hard time opening up. You have a hard time being you. So all of a sudden, you start thinking that maybe this isn't the right person for you because, you can't actually fully open up, and you start to think, well, if I can't be myself, maybe this is not the right person. When really you just carry these same habits from relationship to relationship to relationship. So what it comes down to is just allowing yourself to feel worthy of the things that you want, because you can trust in your ability, you can believe that you'll get it, but if you don't feel worthy in it, you're not going to allow yourself to actually have it. So the easiest way, yes, let it go altogether. Absolutely, Chris, you got it. So the best way to change your mindset on how worthy you feel is post it. And I actually got this idea from someone else. This lady, her name is Marissa Peer, and she's London's #1 top therapist. And I've tried this with clients and other people, and the results they're incredible. So in your bathroom mirror, just right across the mirror, I'm enough. Use your lipstick, use whatever you want. You can plaster it on your fridge, you can plaster it in every single mirror in your house. Set alarms on your phone just to remind yourself that you are enough. Because at the end of the day, the only person holding you back is you, your mindset and yourself. So it's up to you to remind yourself that you are enough, that you are worthy, that you can trust yourself, and that at the end of the day, it's completely up to you. You have to build your trust factor. You have to, build up your belief factor in yourself. Others can tell you that you're gorgeous, that you're beautiful, that you're amazing, that you're brilliant, and that, yeah, you can do it, but it doesn't matter what they say, because if you don't believe it, you're not going to feel it, and you're not going to allow yourself to achieve it and to have it. So those are my 3 tips today on how to boost your confidence. You can, apply all 3 of them. You can try just one. You can take little bits and pieces and, do what you want with it. Just, fool around with it. At the end of the day, this is your journey. It is completely up to you to figure out, how you're going to allow yourself to grow in your lifetime, to really live your greatest life. That's really what you're here for, is just to allow yourself in living your greatest life. So what does that look like? What is that next step? Does that mean allowing yourself to trust? Does that mean allowing yourself to open up? Does that mean allowing yourself to receive? What does that look like? Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this topic today. Let me know your feedback. Even if you're watching the replay, welcome to the replay. Please, list that you were here. Let me know where you're watching this from, and let me know your thoughts and your opinions. If you have someone in mind who would love to, watch this video, please feel free, tag them down below. Feel free to share it. Like I said, I appreciate all the love, all the comments and feedback that you guys give. It just makes this whole journey so much more fun. And so thank you so much for being here. For the rest of this month, as well as for July, my Facebook Lives won't be every single Wednesday at 12:30. I will be doing them weekly. I might even pop up a little bit more. However, it's just not going to be timed. I'm going to do it when it best suits and flows with my schedule. With summer being here, hi Andrea, thanks so much for joining. So if you're not already on my newsletter, please hop on over to chelseamariecoaching.com. Hop on to the newsletter. You'll get your free 5-day slim down with so many amazing recipes to boost your energy. It's going to help you clear out toxins. You're going to feel amazing. And once you're on my newsletter, you will have access to what's happening, what's going on, all the new feedback. And in my newsletter, you're going to know when I will be popping on live on Facebook. Anyways, I hope you guys have an amazing day, have an amazing weekend, and I will be back here next week. So if you want to know when, hop on, like I said, to my newsletter so you know exactly what day and what time. Have an amazing day. Bye!